Napalm beats, got the whole city high.
It's your boy Money Mitch, man. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, man. It's the best in the fucking world. Enjoy. Yo, it's your boy Money Mitch. I might have heard the most, it sound crazy, but I might have heard the most valid shit ever. The only person that can save the Philadelphia 76ers, who I haven't been a fan of since Allen Iverson. Because I'm from Jersey, so everybody was an Allen Iverson fan. But the only person that can save the Sixers is motherfucking Gillie Da King. He's the only nigga in Philly right now that can hit a shot on any court. I'm tired of this freaking glaze on Embiid. If you are hurt, you can't be the best. I don't care how many games you play, you great for them games. You can't maintain the season. You can't be hurt in the playoffs. You can't. Bro, that is fucking glaze. That is actually giving head to somebody. Y'all are praising a man who's coming into a fucking season out of shape. Who does that? We spent all our lives getting in shape before the season starts. And he goes and make hundreds of millions of dollars, and now you don't gotta come in shape for the season. But then you round and performing like an out of shape motherfucker. Everybody thought you was gonna be the answer for fucking the process, for Philly. But to me it's looking like it's time for them to move on from Embiid. Fucking sign Gillie. Gillie will go out there and hit a fucking shot. Are you crazy? Gillie will go hit a shot. Paul George. Now I understand why they kept saying for you to stay off the podcast. Because I personally didn't feel like it was affecting nothing with you, right? But when you start not performing and having small injuries where it's like they said you jammed your finger or whatever, I don't know where you from Cali, so okay, that must be cute in LA. In Philly, they want you to play with the fucking finger broken off, still hitting shots. Shit broke. Shit hanging off like this. They want you to still be catching a ball, Kobe Bryant, with 4 fingers. None, no fingers. So you going out of a game for your finger or whatever, Philly not going to respect that. Now, they probably don't know how bad the injury was. It could have been a way worse than just a jammed finger. You could have tore some ligaments up in your hand. Like, we don't know. But in Philly, they're expecting you to go out there hurt or not. So Embiid, what you're doing is trash because they're expecting you to perform. They keep calling you the best center. How are you the best if you're not playing all these games? Like, you have to play a certain amount of games. You lost the MVP race because you didn't play enough games. You lost. It's a standard. You lost. You're not helping Philly. Paul George, until you start really performing, you're not helping Philly. Tyrese Maxey got the shit on his back with no help. Paul George, you should be averaging. I don't give a fuck what you averaging. You should be performing way better. The Philadelphia Sixers should be at a place where, you get what I'm saying? Like, every time you say their name, Boston should be scared. They're not. Because Embiid's pretty sure not going to be there when it's time to play them in the playoffs. Paul George, is he going to show up? And don't get it fucked up, I'm a Paul George fan. But at that point, y'all might as well sign fucking Gillie. He's the only person I know that can step on any court and hit a shot from deep. He's the only dude I know off the street that's going to come in there and hit a shot, and he ain't making hundreds of millions of dollars off of basketball. He making his money off the podcast stuff. So Paul George, Gillie could go hit a shot. Why can't you? Why can't Paul George go hit a shot? Why? Why can't you dominate Paul George? All right, Embiid's down. You still got Maxey. Perform. Be that guy. What the hell? You can't not perform and then go on a podcast and start talking about nothing. Nobody's trying to hear that. Nobody's trying to hear that. And that's the problem. They let too many bums have a voice on these podcasts that used to play a sport. So that's cool. But like, I'm not saying Paul George is a bum. But you're showing them that if you can't maintain, if you can't balance it, like still perform, and on your off time when you're not practicing, which is nothing wrong with that, you go to your podcast shit and do what you got to do. I have no issue with it. I love your podcast. I feel like you is great. Y'all give great information, great insight. Like y'all talk about certain things. Y'all get people on there that some people didn't have. I love the podcast. But you're not performing like they thought when they paid you, because they would have went and got somebody else. Shit, the way you're performing, they might have been better off signing Gillie. Because at least we know you leave Gillie open, it's in your mouth. No Diddy. If you leave Gillie open, that shot going in. If you leave Gillie open, that shot going in. Philly, I feel like, why we ain't giving Gillie at least a 10-day? Throw him in the practice. See how he do. Throw him in there. Throw him in there. Y'all get a native right from Philly. You know what I'm saying? It probably ain't got to pay him shit. But if y'all paid him $100 million, I bet you Gillie wouldn't miss a fucking shot. If y'all paid Gillie the Kid $250 for 4 years, I bet you Gillie wouldn't miss a shot. Gillie's coming off his ass smoking that weed off his podcast that's making his living right now, and he's hitting shots on any court. He'll go to the double rim with the cement. You know what I'm saying? He'll go there, hit a shot on the double rim. He'll go to a high school gym, do his thing, make it look easy. You know he playing. He'll go to a gym. Whatever gym he goes to, he'll go to a gym. It looks the same. He performed at Big 3 All-Star game. He wows out every time. And not to say, like, y'all can't say anything about anything because the pros, the retired pros are playing on that same court, missing shots. So where's the comparison? Where's the comparison? I actually would take my chances with Gillie. Don't have him doing all the crazy running. Gillie in his 40s. Don't have him doing all the crazy running around. Let him do his thing. Catch his shoe. I promise you, y'all give Gillie the opportunity, he'll do something with it. He'll absolutely do something with it. He showed everybody he could ball for real. Off his ass. We ain't talking about him training for real. Like, we ain't talking about him training, getting stronger, and really getting in shape. He off his ass with the best ganja. You hear me? He's off his ass with the best ganja, and I feel like he's the only one that can save Philly. He's the only one. I need the glaze on Embiid to stop, though. Please. Please stop the glaze on Embiid. Please stop the glaze on Embiid. Please stop the glaze on Embiid. Please. Please. Like now it's he's been in the league for so long. Now it's like either you got it or you don't. What are we still holding on to this man for? If you can't beat her, how are you helping us? And B, you know what, you coming like a fucking deadbeat dad. If you're not gonna, how are you helping me if you're not there? I'm paying you to be here and you're not there. Can you even play? Are you that banged up? Like, are you that messed up to where you can't play? Because if that's the case, yeah, they should probably get somebody else in there, and because they let you run the show, but I don't know why. Paul George is supposed to be running the show, but he took a backseat to Maxey, which is nothing wrong with that. But y'all putting that on Maxey. Maxey don't have the experience. All he know is go. He was still just learning from Pat Bev a year ago. All Maxey know is to go and get his 30. Not wrong with that. The boy be balling. But still, like, all Maxey know is to go. Paul George, you have the experience of playing in the playoffs several times. Getting put out, but you played. And B, if you're just available, you deadbeat dad. If you're just available, no, you're a deadbeat teammate. That's what you are. If you are available, you will help the team out so much more because of the attention you cause. I mean, you grab on the court. But if you're coming out of shape, nobody's doubling you because you more likely going to be burnt out by the second, third quarter, and your shot's not going to look like they're not going to have the quality they had before. There's no hope for them unless they sign Gillie. Unless they sign Gillie, is no hope for them. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Paul George has not played like how everybody had thought he was going to play. You cannot, like, why am I just now hearing about you after the All-Star game? It's February. Y'all been playing since October. What? Why am I just hearing about you after the All-Star game? I'm hearing you had a good performance, and you know that you trying to shut the haters up about the podcast shit. You can do the podcast if you act like you getting paid hundreds of millions for what you doing. These niggas don't love this shit no more. Get them the fuck out of there. Embiid, Paul George. If you gave Gillie $70 million, he won't miss a shot. $20 million, Gillie won't miss a shot. And that's just an athlete looking at another athlete that didn't make it. And I could tell, nah, he was really that. He just didn't get the opportunity. Life happened. Can't do nothing about that. Life happened. Somebody call Wallow and see if he could try to get Gillie a fucking 10-day. Because Philadelphia needs help. And when you got motherfuckers glazing somebody who ain't there, so how you good if you're not here? No, that don't work like that. So they glazing somebody that ain't there, and you got a motherfucker that'll leave because they hurt their finger. And not saying that the finger wasn't really hurt, but you know, Philly wants your finger to be coming off and you still playing. Kobe Bryant shit. That's that Philly shit he was doing in LA. So you leaving it like, man, somebody call Wallow and see if he could get Gillie a fucking 10-day. Gillie's the only person that could save Philadelphia. If Gillie got Philly to the playoffs, he already a legend because he running the Eagles out and shit. And now this Super Bowl, can't nobody not think of Gillie. He's a legend, but he played basketball for real though. Like, I don't know. Give Gillie a shot, yo. Gillie need a shot, man.